evening. I'm Jessica Benedictus, and this is the Jessica B. Let's Talk Live Club tonight. Do you ever explore your attic? Do you think about what goes on there when you're not around? Well, most of the time, we don't even think that we have a whole other floor above us. Now, what if I told you there's a whole other world that you and I don't know about? A world of childish games and adult-like drama. Paper cats, plastic rabbits, ghosts, hauntings, mice, and spiders. This world is full of sentient beings. But to the untrained eye, you would only see dusty memorabilia and verb. This week I had the pleasure of interviewing the inhabitants of that kind of world that I just mentioned. They are a family with the same family drama that so many Americans of today experience. There's a father, big brother figure, a daughter, childlike figure, an auntie, another more butch auntie, a weird uncle, and a grandmother figure who isn't always lucid. The family is close, and though there is some bickering and some tears, most days there is laughter and fun to be had. After all, when you live in close quarters for after 30 years, one learns how to get along with the others and choose one's battles. Close quarters, you say? 30 years, you ask? Why, yes. This family is a little village of sorts. They call an attic home. And the little family, though they may share some of the same grievances and joy as other Americans, they do not look like any family you have seen before. I'm pleased to present the following conversations I had with these family members. You'll find some of what you're about to see a little disturbing, but let me tell you, for the most part you'll find yourself cooing and chuckling with delight over the antics. You will laugh and cry, and you will think. You will find yourself thinking long and hard about your own life and family dynamic. Please enjoy the Potemkin interviews. We're going to start with the patriarch of the village. He may be small and bendable and blue, but don't let his appearance fool you. He is a resilient and strong leader. How are you doing today, Mr. Warren?
Oh, call me Rabbit Warren, please. Well, Miss Benedictus, I guess I'm doing okay. Things have been very quiet.
First of all, I want to ask, how did you arrive in the village? The attic. Tell me about your attic village.
I don't rightly know how we ended up here. I remember a time before the attic, but the memories are fuzzy. The longer one lives up here, the more time loses meaning.
I see. Rabbit Warren, when we first met your little village.
Family. We are a little family.
Family. Right. I'm sorry. When we first met your little family of 6, you stood out to us as the spokesperson. Do you think of yourself as a leader? Or a king? Or, better yet, a father figure?
Oh, no. I don't think of myself as better than anyone else, but, I do a pretty good job at keeping the peace around here. Sometimes personalities clash, I need to play the role of dad, and, well, sometimes my little sister gets scared. I need to play the role of big brother. No one elected me, if that's what you're asking.
You just now spoke of a little sister. Tell us about her.
Oh, yes, of course. My little sister is Ruby Chocolate. She's of the same species as me. We're both rabbits, but she's much smaller. Technically, we're the same age, but I came into the world as an adult, and, well, she came into the world as a child. We've always been together, so she and I are close.
Oh, I'd love to hear about your other family members, Rabbit Warren. Would you tell us about each one?
Of course, I'd be glad to. So I told you about Ruby Chocolate. I suppose we'll do ladies first. Our oldest member of the family is Miss Patina. She could be 100 years old by now, for all I know. An antique doll. She remembers a time from long before we were created, and yet her memory comes and goes. I have to look out for her quite a bit. In the same way Ruby needs me, Miss Bettina needs me for moral support and assistance, too. We have Penny Lick. She's older than me, too, but not quite as much. Oh, she's a tough old gal, but don't let the exterior fool you. She's really soft and fluffy inside. She has a heart of gold. She's probably the most sensitive stuffed bear you'd ever meet. And then we have Miss Vanilla Beans, light as a feather, graceful as a ballerina. She's made of high quality paper, and she might have the most interesting inner life of anyone here.
Rabbit Warren, if I may, you have expressed in the past that you find Vanilla Beans to be beautiful. Do you think you and Vanilla Beans have a romantic future together?
Oh, I don't, you know what, I don't think it would be gentlemanly of me to talk of such things, Miss Benedictus. Hope you don't mind. I respect Miss Beans way too much to discuss it.
Oh, that's perfectly fine. Now I think we just have one more member of your family to recognize.
Yes, that would be, last but not least, Lizard Brain. He's most unique. His brain is a computer, and he's so incredibly smart and talented that I bet you could ask him any math or spelling question, he'd tell you right away. He does run on batteries, though, so we need to keep track of the usage and make sure he doesn't deplete himself. You know, living up here in the attic, one's exposed to the elements. The heat of the summer and cold of the winter can get you.
You certainly have a unique family unit. They are so fortunate to have you as their captain. Now, I always ask my guests a series of questions to get a better grasp on their psychological state. Now, Rabbit Warren, what's the first word you think of when you see
This. Conceal? Okay. This. Florid? This. Gold standard. That's 2 words. I'd like 1 word, please. Oh, sorry. Touchstone. How about this? Breakable. This.
Oh, cool. We have that clock radio in the attic. We always... Please, Rabbit Warren, what word comes to mind?
Oh, well, I guess. Last one. Goodness, she looks familiar. How about ingénu?
Warren, before I speak to the others, is there anything you'd like to add?
Well, I suppose the only thing I'd like to add is, oh. Oh my. Miss Benedictus, are you feeling okay? What the heck? It's just a dream. Thank goodness it was just a dream. Alright, going back to sleep now.
That was a silly dream to have. Anyway.